Hold it right there. Orioles fans, hold it right there. We gotta take a look at ourselves in the mirror and think about what we can do to be better. It's time to think about what's been going on lately with our baseball team. We can't consider ourselves the best team yet if we cannot take a step back and look at ourselves. Hey, what's going on, everybody? DMV Air Ape back with another video. Today I'm going to talk about how the Orioles have been lately and how I personally feel about what's been going on lately and where they're currently standing. So, if you guys didn't catch anything lately about what's going on what was going on this week is that the Orioles have lost the series in Philadelphia. They won the first game against the Philadelphia Phillies 3-2, lost the second game 4-3, and of course, lost the last game 6-4, which was so tough to take as an Orioles fan because you just want to show them what you're made of. But what you got to understand is that the Philadelphia Phillies are a much better team than we are. They have a lot of veterans that can really contribute to the team. We are a young team that has a lot of talent. A lot of overwhelming talent spread across the team. But Philly's just much more experienced. And they have a lot of veterans. Like I said, they can contribute. And they definitely know what they're doing on and off the field. And that's why they're currently in the hunt for a playoff spot. So, with the 2 losses that we received from the Philadelphia Phillies, we are still first in the division. Just 1.5 games of first in the division ahead of the division rival Tampa Bay Rays. Where we at right now is a cool spot. And I get it. Being first in the division definitely means a lot. And it just shows what you're made of. But I said this, is that the Orioles just got to keep their foot on the gas. They cannot let the momentum go away in these types of games. Unfortunately, due to the pitching staff, who I think is going to be better in the next couple series, it's getting a little bit up and down for them so far. They had their struggles, which is fine. That's what the young guys have got experience. The offense is getting better throughout the last 2 games. They definitely stepped up to the challenge and stayed competitive throughout the series in Philadelphia. And of course, you cannot forget about the series in Tampa Bay, which they have definitely been a great team throughout that series. However, the next 2 series are going to be tough. Matter of fact, the next 3 series, I think they're going to be very interesting. Because tomorrow, you're going up against a Yankees team, which reports are coming in that Aaron Judge is coming back. But according to the manager, their manager, Aaron Boone, he says that it's not the case, in which he thinks that Aaron Judge is not coming back. So it's a kind of a separate stories right there in terms of if Judge is playing tomorrow or not. But that story doesn't matter. What does matter is how the Orioles play in this series against the Yankees. And I'll get into that preview in another video. What I'm mainly focused on, though, is how we're going to play tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday throughout this 3-game series. This series is going to be quite challenging, like how we did up there in the Bronx. Because the Yankees are still the Yankees. I know they're struggling. That's why they are last place in the division. But that doesn't matter. They're still a talented baseball team. They have a lot of veterans on this team that can definitely build around Aaron Judge, whether he's there or not. They are who they are. They've been struggling with no Aaron Judge. my biggest question to the Orioles is this: is can they take advantage against the Yankees without Aaron Judge? Garrett Cole is taking the mound tomorrow, and he's not going to play games. He's a tough pitcher to go up against at bat. I'm just hoping that the offense can really build on those hits against Garrett Cole on the mound. I want to see what they're made out of. I want to see how tough they are against the Yankees. I want to see the team that went out on opening day at Camden Yards and explode on offense. I want to see what they really were on their first home opening series against the Yankees. And in terms of how much reputation that they can show, I'm just hoping that this offense can really show that they're still a resilient team. Especially when you're suffering injuries. You lost Aaron Hicks. Cedric Mullins was out due to a groin injury. And Gunnar Henderson is placed on the injured list because of a back injury. Now, I know it's not going to be for a long time that Gunnar Henderson is going to be out. He will be back. But you just don't know when he's going to come back. I have a feeling that he may not be able to play the Yankee series because he stretches back, and he will definitely not be able to play. But I'm just hopeful that they can continue to show the resiliency despite injuries. Now, in terms of defensive side, the young pitching staff, the young core pitchers, have got to continue to step up in tough challenges. The last 3 games have been tough because it's the Phillies series. But I'm just hopeful that they continue to grow and really show that they are capable of winning baseball games. So that's how I feel of how the Orioles are and the position that where they're at. Being first in the division is cool. And yes, we are the best team in the American League with 35 comeback wins, which is the most in the American League. But in terms of where we're moving forward, this may not last. And I said it before when the season started. I don't expect the Baltimore Orioles to win the AL East. I don't think it's going to happen. But where we are right now, I do expect us to make the playoffs. Based on how good we've been playing lately. And if we somehow do win the division, it will be nice to play a home playoff series on our home field at Camden Yards. It will be nice to get a 2 seed or a 1 seed, depending on how we go. Depending on how things go and how we play in the last 2 months. Here we are in late July, in the week of the trade deadline. Sitting in a pretty decent spot, finishing the road trip in Tampa Bay and Philadelphia 4-3. And now we head into this mini showdown series against the Yankees for a 3-game set, which should be very interesting, before we go to Toronto to face off with the Blue Jays, which will be a very, very interesting matchup. And then after the Blue Jays, you come back home and play the New York Mets. So these next few series should be very, very interesting for the Baltimore Orioles to really test them, to see what they are really, really made of. But we're just going to have to wait and see what happens in the next few days later. But yeah, it's today's not really a judgment day for the Orioles, but it's kind of like a judgment day to see if they can really show how resilient they are against the Yankees. Despite injuries hitting, despite everything that's been going on lately, and despite the losses, I'm just hopeful that they can rebound, bounce back, because I know how capable they are coming off losses and winning in the clutch. I'm just hopeful that they will continue that resiliency moving forward. And with that being said, that is all I got. I will save my pregame thoughts for another video. But today, I'm just here to express my feelings of where my baseball team is at right now. So, with that being said, that's all I gotta say. Let's get it.